Раз, два, три, четыре. Всем привет, с вами Никита. Добро пожаловать на мой канал. Мы будем стримить. Да, и что-то с ключом трансляции, или с самой трансляции, или с самой игрой, что-то, я не знаю, у меня безбожно лагает. Кажется, с ютубом проблемы. Да, наверное, с ютубом проблемы. Но сейчас вроде как все нормально.
In the Marine Corps, you deal with the chain of command. Mistakes get made, but you deal with them. You know what you're fighting for and that you're on the same team. But dealing with corruption is like chasing shadows. You never know whether the guy you're talking to is on the pad, or whether it's your partner, or maybe even the watch commander. So who do you trust, Cole? I made up my mind a long time ago.
Так, вроде нормально все.
Go ahead, KGPL.
На связи.
Roger, 14 Adam en route.
Here we go again. They don't request uniforms for an evidence search unless there's some kind of catch. Ever the optimist. From the beam of sunshine himself.
Так вот включается сирена, переулок, где было совершено преступление. Ну, всем добро пожаловать на канал, мы начинаем прохождение Нуар.
Floyd Rose, homicide. You might back up?
Yes, sir. Phelps and Dunn, Wilshire Division.
We had a shooting took place down this alleyway. We have the Vic, Scooter Payton, a Negro male bagged up and on his way to Central Morgue. Witness says a tall white guy, our shooter, put two in the Vic's head and then threw his piece. I need you guys to try and recover the gat.
You want us to look anywhere in particular?
Give it your best shot, guys. The dead guy's a lowlife. I'm not expecting any miracles here.
And if we recover the weapon?
Bag it and return it to technical services.
You hurry it up, Floyd. We got places to be.
Happy hunting.
This is a fist hump. Just going through the motions.
Probably right. Let's just get it over and done.
All right, have it your way. We'll search right up to the back wall. If you still don't come up with anything, come find me and we'll talk it out. Two heads are always better than one.
Not everything here is going to be relevant.
Look at this junk.
На газету забьем, подойдем к двери окровавленной.
It's not my job.
Shooter put him up against the wall and blew his brains out.
Да.
Hell of a way to go.
Doesn't really matter how you go once you're gone.
Don't get all deep on me, Phelps.
I'm at a loss.
Have a good look around. It could be anywhere. It's not my job.
Ralph, there's something on the rooftop.
How the hell did you see that?
A reflection in the window. Looks like it might be our weapon. I'm gonna see if I can find a way up there.
All right. Don't hurt yourself.
Так, поднимемся.
Roof, right? So we need to find a way up.
И у нас здесь с вами пистолет.
What kind of chumps do these homicide guys think we are?
Smith & Wesson, serial S71893.
Так, внимательнее посмотрим.
2 rounds fired. And instead of dropping it down a drain, our shooter hoists it up here. Interesting guy.
We should follow up on this now, before the perp tries to leave town.
We have the gun, Cole. Let's take it back to Central. We could get a commendation.
We could show some initiative, Ralph, and see if we can come up with an owner.
That's a long shot, Cole.
It's a pretty fancy gun. You know a local gun store?
Sure. There's a place a couple of blocks from here.
Ну пошли в магазин за оружием. Такое чувство, как будто в GTA играю.
Are you sure about this? It's not really our gig.
No harm in doing some digging. The suits didn't seem to give much.
Да, GTA как будто.
Boy Scout, Cole. You can't wait to get out of that uniform, can you?
You'd rather round up drunks and help old ladies across the road?
I'd rather get through the day without the captain's foot up my ass.
Ну
It'll be
садись,
fine,
чувак.
Ralph. You worry too much.
Сейчас узнаем, слышно меня или как. Нормально. Так.
You want me to keep tabs on the path of destruction you're creating? It might come in handy at your trial.
Ну, едем, короче, на наше задание. Едем спокойно в машине, сидим. Ни хрена себе недалеко, полгорода объехали. Они тут что-то молчат. Честно, здесь вообще возможно тачку разбить? Видимо, да. Куда-то я не туда заехал.
Do you ever shut up?
Оружейный магазин 1024. Так.
Hey, Cole, let's get moving.
Окей.
Officers Phelps and Dunn. Can you tell us anything about this gun?
Smith & Wesson, Model 27, registered Magnum. Chambered for .357, nickel-plated with pearl grips. Same gun used by General Patton.
You're not suggesting he's the owner?
No, I'm not.
You seem to know a lot about the weapon.
I ought to. I sold it. You know, this piece will stop a rhino. These babies are only available special order. Here's my Smith & Wesson order book.
You mind if I take a look?
Be my guest. This is about something bad, right?
Так,
Model
заказы.
27 with pearl grips, Cole. You see it on there?
Двадцать седьмая. С перламутровой рукояткой.
We're in luck. Errol Schroeder, 203 South Glass Street. Ordered the gun in February '46.
Окей.
Thanks, you've been a big help.
Anytime. Always happy to help out the LAPD.
Do we call it in?
Let's see if he's at home. Owning the gun doesn't prove he pulled the trigger.
Okay. In for a penny, in for a pound. Lead the way, Gunga Den.
You're behind the wheel.
Я его попросил подвести, я знаю эту фишку.
Now that wasn't so hard, was it? Just because we're in uniform doesn't mean we can't use our initiative.
I guess so. Seems a little too good to be true. One-of-a-kind murder weapon bought locally using a real name? If Schroeder's our shooter, he's no criminal mastermind.
Most of them aren't. That's why they get caught. And 2 out of every 3 crimes are done on impulse.
Another fact from the Phelps Encyclopedia of Thin Air. You really are full of it.
Да, болван, сказал тот, кто едет по рельсам трамвая. Ну чё, чуваки, заходим. Немного пропустили заставку из-за того, что у меня в начале стрим лагал. Какая-то хрень была. Но думаю, ничего страшного. Основную нить повествования мы не пропустили. Идем в вторую квартиру. А вот она. Чё надо? Кол Фелпс это Дан. Полиция, Ужерское отделение, мать твою. Твой пистолет? Отвечай, чел. Может быть, а чё? Может, ты удивишься, но сегодня вечером застрелили кое-кого.
What the fuck is going on here?
You're under arrest, Schroeder. Cuff him, Ralph.
No way. You're not taking me down for this.
Жестко он его.
You ready, cop?
Да, неплохо.
You all right? I'm fine. I hardly felt it. He's lucky he caught me off guard.
Keep an eye on him, Ralph. I'm gonna take a look around.
Да, вот единственное, что меня бесит, то что надо читать эту хрень. И вот прям во время игры. И никак нельзя это остановить. Он так и будет смотреть, пока не прочитает полностью. Это вот пока что единственное, что меня бесит. Так.
List of names and a series of numbers. Floyd Rose's name is in this book.
Phelps, we can come out of this all bright and shiny with a commendation. Or stick our schlongs in a hornet's nest. Call it in, partner. And leave the book where you found it.
Officer Phelps, badge 1247.
Воспоминания. Он курит, оказывается.
You dumb fucking sons of bitches, get in this line now before I lose my temper.
Excuse me, Sergeant, but...
Excuse me? Fuck you. You say another word and I'll break your fucking head and have you in the brig.
Some of us are here for...
I know why you're here, asswipe. I'm having a bad day, Private. Some people don't seem to want to get on this bus.
I didn't ask for your help.
He didn't ask for your help. Can you believe this guy? Who are you two? Abbott and Costello?
We're here for OCS, Sergeant.
So it's the three fucking stooges and you're here for OCS. God help this fucking country and the USMC. The Japanese will do the world a favor and kill you quickly. All three of you are on report. What are your fucking names?
Phelps.
Kelso. Merrill.
Any other gentlemen for OCS? OCS is at Elliott. You take the Camp Elliott bus over there. This bus is for MCRD. This bus is for men who want to fight.
Ну-ну.
You picked the right place, Cole. A city that needed an honest cop like a thirsty man needed water. You'd heard the stories, but you weren't interested. You were here to fight the good fight, solve cases, right wrongs. The force is like politics. There's no sitting on the fence. You have to choose sides. A brown paper envelope, or a Greyhound ticket to Palookaville. It could only ever end one way.
All units to 211 in progress and shots fired at Westlake Savings and Loan, 1415 West 3rd Street. Unit to handle identifying code 3.
We'll take that. It's only a couple blocks from
14 Adam calling KGPL. We'll handle the 211.
Roger that, 14 Adam. Be advised, suspects are armed and dangerous.
Roger KGPL. 14 Adam on route.
Вот так вот отключаем сирену, включаем ее обратно и едем. Да, город прикольный, однако. Игра совсем неплохая для 2011 года. Rockstar и Бонди, Тим Бонди сделали эту игру.
Keep your goddamn head down. Use the cover, fellas. We don't know how many are in there. Take it slow.
А нельзя другое оружие выбрать? Блин, мы в одно и то же укрытие встали. Ты прикалываешься надо мной, что ли? Так, ну вылезай.
That's it? We got them all? I think we got them, Cole. Should be all clear. Lieutenant Hopkins says anytime you reach for the shotguns, you're either going to end up dead or wearing a citation. So I guess...
It's okay, Ralph. You did well in there. I'm glad you had my back. Man couldn't ask for a better partner.
Сейчас опять дайте угадаю, вставка из войны. Ага.
This kind of opportunity comes along once in a lifetime, Hank. I have to grasp it.
You have to survive it first, Cole. Here are the veterans. The Japs love to shoot officers.
If I can make a name for myself in this war, my future...
Thinking of taking on a company of the Emperor's finest single-handed? You don't seem the Sergeant York type to me.
When I need your opinion, Kelso, I'll ask for it.
They talk about officers like you in boot camp, Cole. They call it the Custer Syndrome. Guys who go around dreaming of fame and glory and getting all of their men killed in the process.
Our duty is to lead, Kelso.
And their duty is to die for your wonderful future?
Cole Phelps and Jack Kelso. With some people, it's as simple as chemistry. Two guys who should have been friends, but their personalities got in the way. Phelps, a good guy, wound way too tight. And Kelso, a quiet man who could never walk away from a fight.
Ну чё, говорить
Well, it's a
будете?
shame you don't like to talk about it, Cole.
Ralph, friends who want to stay friends don't discuss religion or politics. And in my case, you can add the war to that.
I know that bum. Wendell Bowers. I put him away before. He jumped parole. Get after him, Phelps. I'll head him off in the car.
Ну, валим. Прикольная музыка, надеюсь, авторские права не засудят и не отберут у нас видео и ничего. И мы будем продолжать гоняться за этим хером лысым. Ну стой, чел.
Powers, hold it right there.
Да, hold it right there. Hold it right there. Почти без...
I won't tell you again, Wendell. Done? Watch your
Почти
fire.
без этого. Без акцента.
Don't want to do this, Wendell. Get down from there right now. Give it up, Wendell.
Stay the hell away from me.
Я, конечно, все понимаю.
You fucking asked for it.
Это я напросился. Ну стой.
No way I'm going back inside.
Стой, чел.
I've done my time.
It's over, Bowers.
You assholes already screwed me once.
Хрена себе он по крышам бегает. Не слабо так.
Give it up, Bowers. There's nowhere left to go.
Looks like we've got the place to ourselves.
Так и задумано.
You doing, Wendell? Your parole officer's feeling lonely. He's got a hole in his life for an asshole like you. You can make it up to him in 10 years' time. Watch your head. This hump will be back in the Iron Hotel by tomorrow night. Nice work, Cole. You run track in high school?
И опять про войну.
Part of the tradition of the Marine Corps and being an officer in the Marine Corps is the ability to make tough decisions. The right decision is not always the popular one. The right decision will get the men you care about killed. These ratings and your ability to give them frankly and truthfully directly affect your chances of successfully becoming a Marine officer. Candidate Phelps, you have the floor. Esprit de Corps, Merrill, 10. Franklin, 8. Weiss, 8. Donahoe, 6. Kowalski, 6. Hudson, 5. Kelso, 2. Leadership, Donahoe, 8. Franklin, 7. Merrill, 6. Kowalski, 6. Weiss, 5. Hudson, 5. Kelso, 1. Candidate Kelso.
I'm sorry, Captain, but I joined the Marine Corps to fight the enemy, not get involved in this schoolboy chicken shit.
Kelso, in my office, now!
Покупатель, будь осторожен. У каждого копа бывает особое дело, которое дает возможность блеснуть, стать звездой своего отдела.
The case that you solved that shows that you have the gumption, the gung-ho, the get up and go to make you stand out from your average rank and file patrolman. This could be the one, Cole.
5 выстрелов, я посчитал.
LAPD, could you stand clear of the body, please? Has anyone called an ambulance?
We've called an ambulance and the police, but I'm afraid he's dead.
Okay, stand further back and move along. It's your choice, but make it quick, people.
Hey, Cole. You got here quick.
My beat crosses 7th Street.
Okay. You're first reporting then. We'll get a perimeter going and move the crowd on. You better see what you can find out before the homicide dicks show up. I'll be with you in a moment.
Broad daylight. Crowded street. Now I've seen everything.
Everybody stay back.
Кол говорит, что он теперь видел все. Как галета, салат Бродвей, серьги с жемчугом.
C. Galetta. Layaway receipt. Pearl earrings. Made out to Bank of Arcadia.
Окей. Тут ничего. Кольца нет, а что еще смотреть-то на руке? Тут тоже ничего. Может, в другой руке что-то есть? Не, ничего. Ну, вроде все осмотрели. Гильзы должны валяться. Что-то было, но я... А, вот гильзы.
Shell casings. These look like 32s.
Гильза 32 калибр. Чё там у нас? Пистолет. Мусорки.
FN Browning. Serial number 01138. Might need to run by a gun store.
Eagleson's gun store's a couple blocks from here.
Так, окей, ну дальше чё? Спросим совета у напарника. Нет, там что-то еще было. Что-то здесь светилось. А, ну, поговорим.
Sir, I'm Officer Phelps. What exactly did you see?
I heard the shots. I thought it was a car backfiring. I saw a girl run into the shoe store.
Так, девушка бежала в магазин.
If you think she's lying, don't be afraid to get forceful. Verbally, of course. And don't accuse her of anything without proof. Lawyers love that shit. And if you're sure she's straight up, try the general approach. See what you can coax out of her.
Ну окей.
Don't you people have anything better to do?
I'm Officer Phelps, miss. I'm here about the shooting. Did you know the victim?
He was my boss, Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage's first name.
Everett.
And you are?
Galleta. Clovis Galleta.
You think you could tell me exactly what
Ну и
happened?
что там
I looked
случилось-то?
around the shops at lunch. I was in a store when Mr. Gage, my boss, bursts in yelling that I'm late on my lunch.
And?
We came back. I was angry. I walked in front. I heard shots. I turned and saw Mr. Gage fall.
Внутри.
You're lying, Miss Galetta. You know what happened and why. You're going to tell me.
There's nothing to tell. I've done nothing wrong. How can you prove different?
Your pearl earrings, Miss Galetta. You've been paying for them for a whole year. Stop lying. And tell me what happened at the jewelry store.
Oh, God! I won't lose the earrings, will I?
You could lose your freedom, you little fool, if you don't stop obstructing a murder investigation.
Mr. Kalu. Edgar Kalu. He runs the jewelry store.
Окей, ювелирку
He showed me a
держит.
lovely watch. Mr. Gage bursts in. Mr. Kalu gets very angry with Mr. Gage, and they start yelling at each other. Mr. Gage tells me that all of the things in the store are junk, nickel-plated, made in Japan, and yells at me to get back to work.
Then what happened?
We get back here, and I hear a loud bang. Mr. Gage clutches at his back. I hear another bang, and another, and another. Mr. Gage falls to his knees. It looked very painful.
Так, окей. Возможно, подозреваемый.
Which jewelry store?
Hartfield's. Broadway between 5th and 6th.
Did you see the person who shot Mr. Gage?
Of course I did. Mr. Kalu looked very angry. He kept firing the gun. He kept pulling the trigger. He threw the gun in a bin and turned and walked away.
Ну окей, 2 так 2, сомнения.
You're making me angry, Miss Galetta. Is that what you want? Tell me why Mr. Kalu shot Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage hates Jews. A lot of people do. It's not my fault if he has nice things.
Так, подробности убийства.
How many shots did you hear, Miss Galetta?
It's difficult to remember. It sounded like there were so many, and they were so loud.
По ней вообще хрен поймешь, врет она или нет. У нее она постоянно кривит лицо.
Need you to concentrate, Miss Galetta. Even minor details can become
Как вообще
important
можно
later on.
определить по лицу, врет человек или нет? Это возможно
Well,
вообще?
there was one bang, and then another, and then 3 very quickly, close together. 5.
Thank you for your help, ma'am. You've been very brave. We'll need you to make a formal statement about what happened to Mr. Gage.
Does that mean I can still collect my... Never mind. Yes, officer, I'll make a statement.
We have the murder weapon.
And the murderer. The girl saw it all. Our killer works at a jewelry store called Hartfield's.
That's a couple of blocks from here.
Thinking what I'm thinking?
Tate, maintain the perimeter.
Awful. Just awful. Why can't we get any closer?
Что-то как-то подлагивает у меня, однако. Едем сразу туда. Да чё ж ты, блин, куда лезешь? Вот сейчас не я был виноват. Едем в ювелирный магазин.
Watch out for the civilians!
Officer, can I interest you in a new watch?
Officer Cole Phelps, are you Edgar Kalu?
No. Mr. Kalu is out back. He said he'd lie down. I'll buzz him for you.
Son of a bitch! Go, Cole, go!
Hurry, officer! He's getting away!
Музыка прикольная, однако, и мы попытаемся ее заглушить нашим... Я же не буду его убивать.
Stop or I will shoot!
Edgar Kalu, you're under arrest for the murder of Everett Gage.
Что слишком просто как-то
The case
вышло.
that makes you and the case that breaks you. The one you never solve. The one that keeps you awake at night. The case that gnaws at your guts and ruins your marriage. The case that keeps you propping up a bar as you relive the what-ifs, the might-have-beens, the half-leads, and the half-truths. The case that other cops murmur about whenever you walk past. The case you never, ever discuss.
God's mill may grind slowly, but it grinds finely, son. I hear it's you who nabbed our malefactor from the shooting yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Then tell me, boyo, I hear you're quite the climber, a man of initiative. How would you like a chance at smiting this man with the sword of justice?
You're asking me to conduct the interview, sir?
I am, young Phelps. You've only been with us a short time and you've assembled yourself a stellar arrest record. Not to mention the fine work you did in the war, sending heathens back to the hell they came from. But I'm curious as to whether you can turn your hand to interrogation. Takes a certain animal cunning, lad. Do you think you might be ready for that?
Yes, sir. I think I am.
Good man. You need many things for a conviction, young Phelps. A motive, opportunity, hard evidence, and best of all, a confession. If you fail in the former, you can always use a modicum of violence to obtain the latter. How are you feeling, lad?
Fine, sir.
Very good. The evidence is overwhelming. May the cat eat him and the cat be eaten by the devil. Bring me a confession, young Phelps. This is your chance. Don't fail me.
Чё-то мне хреново. Хреновое чувство, что как будто я облажаюсь.
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that. You followed Everett Gage and the girl back to the shoe store. You put 5 rounds in Gage's back.
Gage was a bastard. Whatever he got what was coming. But it had nothing to do with me.
Так, врешь ты?
You shot Gage, and we know why. We can put you at the scene.
You can't prove anything.
То, что он был евреем.
You got nothing, boy chick. You're gonna be laughed right out of court.
Я облажался, там что-то другое было.
And watch you run around in circles. We're done. Unless you want to keep making a schmuck of yourself.
Надо было, видимо, использовать показания, что...
You disappoint me, Cole Phelps. Get back in there and raise some lumps, boy! I need a confession!
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that.
Чё, всё заново? Серьезно?
You followed Everett Gage and the girl back to the shoe store. You put 5 rounds in Gage's back.
Gage was a bastard. Whatever he got what was coming. But it had nothing to do with me.
Ну ладно, раз нам дали второй шанс, надо сказать, что он врет опять и показания против него.
You shot Gage, and we know why. We can put you at the scene.
You can't prove anything.
We know all about the argument. Miss Galetta made a statement.
Так вот оно что.
You're counting on the girl? You think her testimony is going to stand up in court?
You're going to the gas chamber, Edgar.
That Jew-hating fuck couldn't leave me alone. I had a sale. That girl was ready to buy.
Так, вот, на этот вопрос надо был религиозный мотив.
You fasting for Yom Kippur, Mr. Kalu?
Yeah, let's change the subject, you going motherfucker. How about baseball?
You're not denying you're a Jew, Mr. Kalu.
This is America. It's not Germany. It's not a crime.
Some people don't like Jews, Mr. Kalu.
Yeah, and I guess you're one of them.
Gage hated Jews, didn't he, Mr. Kalu?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Опять врешь.
You're lying, Kalu. I think you lent Gage money, and he owed you payment.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm done with you. Go flap your gums somewhere else. I want my lawyer. I've just got to keep my mouth shut and watch you run around in circles. We're done. Unless you want to keep making a schmuck of yourself.
You You disappoint me, Cole Phelps.
Get back in there and raise some lumps, boy! I need a confession!
Да чё ж такое опять заново начинать? Я задолбался уже его опрашивать. Опять он пьет.
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that. You followed Everett Gage and a girl back to the shoe store. You put 5 rounds in Gage's back.
Gage was a bastard.
Но он же и
Whatever
так...
he got what was coming. But it had nothing to do with me.
Надо внимательно слушать, о чем он говорит.
You shot Gage, and we know why. We can put you at the scene.
You can't prove anything.
А вот и докажем.
We know all about the argument. Miss Galetta made a statement.
You're counting on the girl? You think her testimony is going to stand up in court?
You're going to the gas chamber, Edgar.
That Jew-hating fuck couldn't leave me alone. I had a sale. That girl was ready to buy.
Let's change the subject. You fasting for Yom Kippur, Mr. Kalu?
Yeah, let's change the subject, you going motherfucker. How about baseball?
You're not denying you're a Jew, Mr. Kalu.
This is America. It's not Germany. It's not a crime.
Some people don't like Jews, Mr. Kalu.
Yeah, and I guess you're one of them.
Gage hated Jews, didn't he, Mr. Kalu?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You left-wing leaning parasite. You expect me to sit here and listen to your drivel?
You call me that? You sit there and you call me those names, you goddamn goy butt snatcher? You and that stup Gage!
Why did you do it, Mr. Kalu?
Gage. He's in the Chamber of Commerce. He's in with all those momsers. He blocked every proposal I ever put forward. Kike this and kike that. He's been trying to ruin my business for years.
Edgar Kalu, I'm charging you with the first-degree murder of Everett Gage. I respect your beliefs.
Сделал вид, как будто я с первого раза все это сделал.
For your sake, the jury can commute to murder in the second degree. May God have mercy on you, sir.
Сомнение тут помогло.
Masterfully done, Officer Phelps. It is just, Officer Phelps. Isn't it, lad?
Yes, sir.
Then let me have a word with the Chief of Police, young Phelps. The department needs heroes. A shining, honest face the public can admire. I applaud a man with your talent for unwavering justice. Back to your duties for now, boyo. But here's a piece of advice. Get yourself 2 suits, get them pressed. You'll be needing them.
Круто. И физическая подготовка, и владеет оружием. Прям все круто. Водительское сиденье. А вот и Кол в новом костюме.
Here's your new desk, kid. You're on traffic. The hot sheet is posted here, next to the map.
What's his problem?
That's Biggs. He's an institution.
So this is what all the fuss is about. Why couldn't they build a freeway that goes past my place?
They haven't even approved the money yet, kid. The bond issue won't be till December. It'll be years before any of this will happen. Here's your new partner, Stefan Burkowski.
Heard all about you, Phelps.
А я слышал о том, что стримы бывают и покороче, поэтому... Конечно, прекрасный наш Кол Фелпс, которого взяли в дорожный отдел. Короче, с вами был Никита. Всем пока и спасибо за просмотр. Увидимся снова в следующем ролике.